Yo. This is for April 2nd, 2026. Gonna go over higher time frame, just the daily kind of draw and time frame. Overall, everything that I'm seeing. So today was a no trade day for me. I had outlined an area of confluence that I really wanted to see become the draw on liquidity as soon as market opened and pumped and then generated liquidity, moved back lower, which we'll see once we actually play. But higher time frame, so this is the 4 hour. We had moved down here, basically straight down. Higher time frame, we took relative equal lows, and then we put in a 2022 model, closed with the change in the state, and now we are up here. And then overnight, yesterday, we sold off to equilibrium of this recent price range, basically ticking equilibrium. We have this internal manipulation of Asia low, and then London takes it. So as soon as New York opens, we never actually go down again, but we do have this series of down close candles, just that I will keep watch on the 15 minute. On the 5 minute, we also had this manipulation move. We had this internal inverse for value gap, and then these stacked equal highs up here. So I wasn't sure yet what the draw on liquidity was, just because right now we have not, like, we're still moving lower. So coming into 9:30, here's 9:30 open. We move higher. We do not take this internal high on either asset, so we leave relative equal highs with these existing highs resting above. So as soon as we generate this, so my pre-market plan was, there's not a high quality draw on liquidity. I need to see liquidity get generated, and if it's higher, we need to manipulate lower, because in order to move higher, we have to move lower. So yeah, and then so I'm waiting. Now we move lower. We continue moving lower. This was kind of the first inverse where I was like, we might start to move higher, but right now we're selling off. So until the market tells me, hey, we're switching, we are running higher, then I am not thinking about that at all. One thing that I did see, and I did outline, and I was like, okay, this is pointing out to me, is we had this internal SMT at 826 low that we see here, which is inside the inverse on the 5 minute. So we come down, we hold it, but honestly nothing there yet where I'm like, okay, we're bullish, because we've just moved higher, we closed through this change in the state, and now we could sell off if we want. So playing it out more, now we start moving higher. This is where I really wanted to see a 2022 model, was right in here, because if we had moved lower, another high, and then taken out that internal low, and then moved higher, creating an inverse, then I was like absolutely going to take a trade, because we had generated this stacked buy side, and we had all this, and we had rebalanced to equilibrium on the higher time frame buy model, right? However, I never got that. We did at this point close through the inverse, so as soon as this closes, Dodgy is, actually I won't even talk about that. we inverse this for value gap after moving lower to manipulate sell side, and then we just start pumping. We had this opening range gap, that we moved into, and we end up completely filling, which is 420 points almost. So overall, there was just no high quality entry for me that was within my requirements for a setup. I felt really confident coming into the morning that we were going to move, not coming into the morning, but after this move happened here. However, my setup wasn't there, so I didn't take anything. I was a little bit frustrated, and to me, that showed me that I am still attached emotionally to the outcome of what happens, which is not what I want to be doing in the market. So I'll just play the rest of this out. That 15-minute that I was talking about was right here. I was like, oh, we could get the close above that to run up to these highs. But once these were taken, I suppose there's equilibrium that you can try to target, but there was just nothing for me. Then we pump, and after we pump, this is at 10:30. After this, I'm like, okay, this is fucking absolutely done for on the day. I'm just expecting low quality price action to remain after we make the morning move, and we just see a chop fest. So it was good recognition to just leave it and say, okay, my opportunity wasn't presented. There will be more opportunity in days to come, so that on a day like this, even if it's perfect and everything's set up and it's, oh, we rebalanced equilibrium, now we can continue buying in the buy model. Oh well, right? There's more days to come. So that was about it. I'll go through the higher time frames. Here's the 15-minute. The hourly, we closed through the change in the state. We had an inverse for value gap. Came down, tapped the change in the state, delivered off cleanly. On the 4-hour, does not look as good. It just moves down to equilibrium, taps it, and then keeps moving higher. So we do have a lot of buy side set up still up here. I would expect us to keep running higher, but I would like us to sell off a bit more just so I can get some discount on my personal account, but that's about it.